Hello everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making smoked sausage, mixed greens, and white bean soup. So I hope that y'all like that. Now today I'm using half fresh vegetables and then half cans to make it a little bit easier. So anyway, I have olive oil, my minced garlic, chicken broth, and I have 2 cans of Great Northern beans, the white beans, my salt and pepper. I have Italian seasoning and a can of mixed greens, and then I have 1 onion and 6 small potatoes, and I have my smoked sausage, and I have it's less than a pound of carrots, and mine were real skinny, so I just went ahead, I'm going to go ahead and use them. But I've already peeled these, and I've already cut off the ends, so to make it a little quicker. So, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. So let's get started. Alrighty, so in a big pan, move some of this stuff out of the way. Alrighty. We're going to start with get our smoked sausage in the pan and get it browning. Turn that down to medium. These are always easy to cook with. They're so convenient. I'm going to slice that up on a plate. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in our pan. About 1 tablespoon. That's all we'll need for now. And I turn this down to medium. And let me get to slicing this up. Our sausage. And when I slice it, instead of just cutting it straight across, I kind of diagonal it. Just makes it prettier. It just makes it cool. And I'm not cutting these very fat. Not like that. They're not real fat. And I'm going to put them in our pan and let them brown a little bit. Just a little bit. So, they don't have to cook long. They're actually already pre-cooked. Some anyway, but I always brown them or let them cook to simmer for a good while. One or the other. My oil's getting hot. I'll get some of these put in there in just a moment. This is a very easy soup, and since half of it's with cans, it's going to be a lot quicker to make it. So, it's a healthy soup. In there. I'm going to put all these in here. It's on medium, and I turn it down just a little bit. There we go. go. Okay. Alright, I'm going to work on my carrots. I've already peeled them and cut the ends off, so you go a little bit quicker this way. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Because these don't have to cook long. This meat is so easy to work with, it really is. Now my carrots, I'm going to try to slice them as thin as I can. They're not, real thin, but they're going to be thin because I want them to cook fast. I don't want them to be taking a long time to cook. I want them to cook fairly quickly. Now when it comes to the carrots, y'all can put half that much in your soup if you like. I just wanted to go ahead and use these carrots. They were skinny ones and I just decided to go ahead and use them. And it'll add to my soup. They're doing wonderful. These are going to give our soup a wonderful flavor. They really are. Okay. I find it easier to do the bigger ends of the carrots than the little ones. I can line it up and just slice it and get it done faster. Some of them are thinner than others, but that's okay. They're all going to get tender. These do not have to cook down. They can just be tender. That'd be fine. Some soups, when I cook, I will cook them to where they practically disintegrate for our soup, but these are going to have a great flavor anyway. The soup is. It's going to have a lot of flavor from my canned greens and from this meat and the beans and a few spices. Now, see, my greens, these already have a lot of season in it. So, I mean, I've got half my flavor in right here with my mixed greens. And that is one reason why I like to use that particular can. So it is going to make this dish taste great, and it's going to be real fast. Oops. Alright. I'm going to get busy on I'll get my onion going first. And my potatoes. I can't do anything else until that gets browned anyway, right now. Take that skin off my onion. And hopefully it won't get to my eyes today. It usually does. Usually does, especially if I tear it. Okay. This way. And rinse these off. I dry my onion because it makes it not as slippery to work with. So. I'm just slicing these into pretty good sizes. They're not too small or too little. So it's just any kind of chunks that you want to do yourself. I'm just going to kind of leave them kind of bigger. They're just like that. But you can make them small, big, it doesn't matter. If you don't like onions, don't put it in it. That's fine. Alright. See, I just did it like that, and then I'm going to cut in half. Just kind of a good size chunk. There we go. Now I've got to work on my potatoes. These are starting to brown a little bit now. I have them down on medium-low. You don't want them to cook too fast. You really don't. They're just starting to really brown. And we're getting the good meat flavoring, the drippings down in the pan. That's going to give our soup a wonderful flavor. It always does. It's going to be good. Yeah. I'll get a couple of these potatoes done. And then I'll probably turn the camera off and finish them up. And get them done quick. When I do my onion peeler down, this just helps me to be a little bit faster. It's noisy. I find it easier than just peeling like this. I mean, to me, this takes a little bit, I don't know, I think it takes a little bit longer. I'm doing it right now, though. For this one, I do think it takes longer. One more. I have a very good potato peeler though. I got this a long time ago from Pampered Chef. And I would love to get another one. But I'm told that they've changed their peelers, so and that they're not the same. So I don't know. I need to check into that. If so, I'll let y'all know. Because this is a wonderful peeler. I have had this since 2020. I mean 2000. I've had it for 20 years. 20 years. That's a good peeler. I hope I don't jinx myself. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Because I need that peeler. I like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut these potatoes into some not real small pieces, but they're not going to be real big either. Because like I say, I want our soup to cook fairly quick. getting a golden brown on the outside, just a little bit. A little bit. They're cooking slow, just like I want them. Just like I want them to do. Now, my potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and stop that, and I'm going to wash my potatoes off. Just rinse them, okay? Okay, y'all. So I just rinsed my potatoes off. I still got to cut them up. And I'm going to put my meat or sausage into a bowl in a moment. It can still cook just a little bit longer. But about 10 minutes. It's about all it needs to cook. About 5 minutes on each side. You turn it on back and forth, whatever. But anyway, so I'll be taking those out in a minute. My potatoes, I'll just cut up in some kind of small chunks. My light decided to go out, like a fluorescent light above my sink. It has its own mind. It does what it wants. So, I like my lights to work. So I'm doing these about like that. See? Just so they'll cook fairly quick. This soup has a lot of flavor for the kind of soup that it is. I like a lot of vegetables, especially in soups. I really do. So if any of you are pampered chef dealers or something, or if you know somebody, you can check into the potato peeler for me. If you know somebody, maybe I'll buy one. I'll buy a couple of them if they're still selling this kind. For sure. I like Pampered Chef's stoneware. I have the round pizza one, the smaller one and the big one. I like to make my breads on that. So, but it's been 20 years. But I like Pampered Chef stuff. I do. Wasn't too bad. Okay. Now I always rinse my potatoes off because they have a lot of starch in them. And yes, I did rinse it twice because the second time gets it better. And I'll go ahead and put my sausage. Look, they're pretty and golden brown. Just enough on the outside. And they'll cook more later. Yeah. So I'll put them in there. Okay. So I'll move my camera so y'all can see a little bit better. I turned it up real quick and now it's getting hotter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in my bowl. Now I want to keep the juices in the pan. Try to. Alrighty. Yeah, that's getting hard. That'll be good. I'm going to put my carrots in here. I'm going to put 1 more tablespoon. Well, yeah. Not quite a tablespoon. Probably just a little under, between half and a tablespoon. And I'm going to put my carrots in here. Get that running in. And that has that good meat flavor all in the bottom of that pan. I'm going to put my garlic in here. I'm going to get it out with a fork. But about a tablespoon. I like a lot of garlic, so y'all might want to just have a teaspoon. You can have garlic salt. You can have fresh garlic or no garlic. It's up to you. So I'm going to put this in here. This is has liquid all in it in this minced garlic jar. So that's why I use my fork. I like a lot of garlic. But this way I didn't have to cut it up today either. And actually I'm going to put a little bit more because I like it. We like garlic. Okay, so I'm going to put more. Those jars are very handy. Very handy. And I'm just going to kind of like, I guess you'd say, saute my carrots a little bit. And I'll be adding some of the other stuff in a little bit. Just let that saute. We want them to just get soft. Because carrots are hard. They're harder than the onions or the potatoes. They take a lot longer. Not a long time, but they do take longer. Okay. Yeah, just for a couple more minutes. And then I will work on some of the other stuff here. So I'm just going to let them sit and saute for just a minute or so. Okay, y'all. So I let my carrots cook. They've been cooking for about 5 minutes actually. And they're getting more tender. That's what we want. So I am going to go ahead and put my onions in for just a minute. They don't have to cook very long. I don't want my onions to be real soft today. And then I'm going to put my my chicken broth in. These back up for a minute. Some salt and pepper in here. Let those onions cook for just a minute or so. They don't have to cook as long as I usually cook them. I just want them to just slightly get a little bit more tender, but still crisp. These onions in this soup, I want them to have a little bit of a bite. So that's why I said do that. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken broth in. Okay. And I'm going to turn the heat up. Let that get warm. Let that get hot. And I'm going to go ahead and put my potatoes in here because I want my potatoes to start cooking. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Italian seasoning. Now, I don't usually measure my Italian seasoning or anything. I just put that in. And you just kind of eyeball it. I still have my potatoes on top so you can see this. I like a good bit. And that's kind of how that is. It's a good bit. But it does have the salt and pepper on top of it too. Or in it too. So I'm going to let the potatoes cook a little bit and get tender too. And then I'll put my meat back in. So I'm going to let this simmer. I'm going to put the lid on it. And I'm going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Okay? I'm going to let it bring it up to a boil though first. So it'll be a low boil. More than a simmer boil. And keep the lid on it. Hold that flavor in. Let it simmer. Actually about 15 minutes because I'm going to put this in there. Okay, so about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Alrighty, let's let it get hot. I'll be back. And I'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Okay. So, it's been about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And check this out. Woo! Now, okay, so I had them 10 minutes and it's been cooking on medium, straight down on medium. And there they are. Yeah, they're not done, but they are a lot more tender. Yeah, so I didn't want them all the way done anyway. As you know, excuse me, potatoes usually, decent sized chunks, usually take about 20 minutes to cook if you're boiling them. So I'm going to put these back in here. Oh, got a lot of good flavor in this bowl. I got to get that out. The drippings from the meat, I want all of that good stuff. So I'm going to, I do it this way. Get it in that and help push all of that meat drippings, meat grease. That's your flavor. That's what gives it such a great flavor. Yeah, anytime if I forget to say the temperature or something when I go off camera, usually I try to always tell y'all, and I do tell you when I come back on, but if in doubt, it's probably set on medium because I cook a lot on medium. I'll turn it up higher to get it hot and then turn it down to medium. Or if it's not, you know, I'll turn it down. It's not hot enough, I'll turn it back to medium. So I'm going to let that meat get that flavor all down in there. It's going to be great. That is going to be great. This has a lot of flavor already. But now I'm going to open up my can of my mixed greens. You can use kale. You can use collard greens, mixed greens, whatever you want. But I am using the ones that has the seasoned. So that really makes them good. I like that. I happen to be using Glory. I like them. So I'm going to put probably half of this right now. And I'm putting the liquid too. About half. Half of the greens, half of the liquid. Right now. Okay. So, go ahead and do that and make that easier for myself. I'm going to pour some in a bowl just to try to make it. This big can is hard for me to hang on to too. I'll just separate it. I'm just going to separate it and do half at a time in the bowls so I can see it. Oh, I don't think so. I think I'll use every bit of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to use it all. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was thinking, oh, it's going to be too much. But yeah, I'll use it all. So here it goes. There it goes. Yum. Oh. These have so much flavor. They do. And here goes all the liquid that was in that can. All of it. That is going to be so good. And find me a big spoon. Now my beans I want to put in last because I don't want my beans to get mushy. This other stuff is not going to get mushy unless you just cook it too long. But your beans, if you put your beans in there and they cook and cook, they're already totally cooked. You know, so you don't want to put them in yet. You don't want them mushy. So this is going to cook, I'm going to say about another 8 to 10 minutes. To make them potatoes and carrots all the way, you know, soft enough. And for the greens and the smoked sausage to get all the flavor incorporated and all mixed in and tasting great, all that great stuff, all the great flavors mixed together. Oh, that's going to be so good. I'll pick this up in just a second and show y'all. And the only flavoring I put in here, besides onions and garlic, I put that Italian seasoning and salt and pepper. But I didn't need to put a bunch more on account of the spices in here because this has a great amount of wonderful spices. And I would have even put a vinegar in here, just a little bit, maybe a sherry vinegar, red wine vinegar, something. But since this can had all that stuff in it, I didn't need to put any more. It has everything you need. So see, this is a very simple, very quick soup. And I'm going to let it sit here and let the potatoes cook. And the carrots some more. And it all get that flavor in. And the sausage is going to get real soft and tender. Wonderful. Okay. So let it cook for another 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and check on it. Alright. And it's I'm going to turn it back up to get it warm because I put all that stuff in it and it's got all that liquid that I just put in from the greens. It just needs to get hot again. And then I'm going to turn it down to medium for 10 minutes and cover it. Yeah. This is going to be great. There we go. It's getting warm. I don't need these. Okay. We got the heat coming up. Oh, I think y'all see. I hope y'all can see that. Look at that. That is colorful. And that's healthy. Potatoes, carrots, onions, greens, smoked sausage. Yum. Yum. I love vegetables. I love vegetables any day. If I put you some smoked sausage in there, and it's even better, right? Okay, it's coming up. The heat's coming up now. Oh, that's gonna be good. Yum. Now, right now, this soup is still really condensed. All we put in there, liquid-wise, was the can of chicken broth. Yeah, chicken broth, and this liquid. Yeah, that's all the liquid we have put into this. Now, your potatoes and carrots and vegetables have, you know, they have some of their own juices, and that helps to flow out when you're cooking them. But as we finish, we'll probably add some more water, just a little bit. I don't want to make it watery. I want it to keep all that wonderful flavor that it has. So I'll be tasting it, and when you guys make yours, you taste it too. You have to. You're making it for your family. Taste your foods, always. Took a little while to come up on the heat. It's slowly coming up. I don't want to stick or nothing. I hope that you guys have good pans. This is a good stainless steel pan that I have that I love. I got it for Christmas, this past Christmas, and I love it. And it is from Cheryl Teague. No, I'm sorry, not Cheryl. Chrissy Teacher, I think. That's what it said, Chrissy Teacher. I'll tell you at the end of this later. Again, I said it at on another video. I'm trying to think of which one. My chicken cacciatore, I think. Chrissy Teigen. That sounds right. And I didn't pay much for this pan, $30 or $50, and it has been worth every penny. So you do need good pans, good utensils. You know, that's your tools. You need your good stuff to work with. So, yeah. Well, I had brought it up. It's between medium and it's not up to high, but it's closer to medium. It's just now really starting to come to a boil. But I don't want it to boil too much. So if I put a lid on it, it's probably going to boil a whole lot more than this. I don't want it to cook too fast. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it down because it's come up pretty good now. It's I hope y'all can see that. It's take it off the burner, it ain't going to boil. Anyway, it's boiling. You want it to be at a really good simmer boil, and keep your lid on it. Another 8 to 10 minutes, okay? I'm turning mine down. I put that lid on it just now, and it's really starting to boil now. So it's straight down on medium with the lid on, 8 to 10 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. So I cooked it another 8 minutes. It's not been 10. I just went ahead and came in here because it's boiling really good and everything. So 8 minutes. So we cooked the meat. We browned the meat, and we did the carrots and everything. That was about 15-20 minutes. And then I put the potatoes and stuff in here. The potatoes have cooked for 10 minutes and now 8 minutes, so about 20. So about 40 minutes so far. And let me check my potatoes. And get a couple of, get a couple of big ones here. And I'm just gonna, yeah. If they're not real hard, you can slide your fork in it, slide it right off. And they, yeah, they almost fall apart. That's called fork tender. And your potatoes are done. They're not falling off. I do want them to cook just a pinch more, but they're done enough where you can eat them. But it won't be much longer before they are done. And I'm going to turn it down just a little bit now. And what's I going to do? I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste this stuff. That's some flavorful soup. I'm going to pour this one can of beans in there, and then I'll do the other one. And this one I'm putting the water in, the liquid, the juice is going in. Alright. Two cans is all the beans you need in this soup. Unless, of course, you want to double the recipe. You can always do that. And we're going to let this soup simmer on a little bit lower temperature than what it was. It's not going to be boiling to death. I just want it to simmer a little bit more easy. And it's going to simmer for about 10, 15 more minutes. Kind of up to you there. It'll probably be done in about 10 minutes. Put that in. Snuck out. Okay. Now, let's see. So I've got the bean juice in there now. And this is really some, like I said, very condensed soup right now. Which I actually like. But I'm going to go ahead and pour this beans in there, and yes, I'm going to go ahead and put that bean liquid juice in it too. Okay? Because that's good. It's very good. It has all that strong greens, mixed greens, with all the flavors, all the spices that it had. So, that's giving it plenty of taste throughout all of this. It'll work great. So the beans and the mixed greens, this is really going to be wonderful. Very good, healthy soup. This is very healthy. Very healthy. You've got all kinds of good vegetables in here. I know a lot of kids won't eat greens or won't eat beans. That's so terrible. Oh, this is so good. It is so good that hopefully a lot of you adults like it. It's a very southern dish, you know, very old-fashioned. Been around for years and years. People used to make things like this all the time. They're greens and taters and sausage and yeah, white beans. Big old pot of white beans. I will be making a big pot of white beans and a big pot of pinto beans and showing y'all how to flavor them. Yeah. And cornbread. Oh yeah. Yeah. Stir your soup every once in a while. Make sure it's not sticking. Like I said, depending on your pan. If you have to use a non-stick pan, that'd be fine. That'd probably be great. If you have a stainless steel one like this that works great, that's wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to taste it one more time, and then we're probably going to put some water in it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put at least 1 can of water in it. Oh, very greeny. Good thing it's got all the spices in it. Oh, that's good. And by putting the carrots and potatoes and all that in it, it helps to dilute some of them greens. If you don't like greens too much, you can actually put half of that, the liquid, well, the can, oops, all over my carpet. You could put half of this can in there and half of the juice and see how you like it. It really depends on how much you like greens. If you're not too crazy about them, try that. Try putting in half the can of the greens and half of the can of the liquid. But if you like greens, you'll love this just like this. Especially if you have some cornbread with it. Oh yeah. So I'm going to put 1 can of water in it. I'm going to rinse one of these out and use it. I put water in this can. I'm just shaking it up, and I'm going to pour it in this in because there's still bean juice down in there. I like to get all out of everything out of my cans that I can get. I try not to waste anything. I know I'm putting water in here, but this is very, very flavorful. Maybe I'll put, it's still got this much in there. So it would be at least a cup that I put in, 1.5 cups already. But I think it's going to be just fine. Check my battery real quick. Looks okay. Okay, looks okay. I need to get a spoon. I'll turn this back up since I just put that water in there. So this soup will take you 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how much you decide to put in there of the potatoes and carrots, and peeling them, cutting them up, and talking like me. So you might get it ready in 20 minutes. I like to give my foods time to get all the flavor incorporated all into it and mixed in, and it gives it more time and more flavor. And you can add more water to this if you like. If you don't like it to be too spicy, add a little bit more water. And you could always put another can of your chicken broth. A lot of times I'll put 2 cans of chicken broth. So if you like that taste, you might like that taste better than being really green. So if you're not real big on greens, add another can of chicken broth. That would be great. I didn't have any more. I didn't have any more. But yeah, I probably would have added another one. But I like it either way, so yeah, I like it either way. I put 1 can, well, almost a can. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I'm putting the rest of the water in. And it's actually perfect. It's perfect. It tastes great. But you can still add chicken broth if you want to. Another can, I mean. if you like your soup, if you like it more soupy than this, if you like it more soupy than this is, and this is soupy, but it's not a liquid, I mean it's not lots of water, whole lots. You've got half and half, kind of like half liquid, half meat and vegetables. But if you like it to be more soupy, definitely put the extra can of chicken broth in there. Yeah. I like my soup half and half. Half liquid, half whatever it is you're putting in it. Whether it's pasta or vegetables. I like it kind of half and half. But I like to be able to have it with crackers or something. So I put the rest of that water in there. One can of water is what it was. Oh, that's good. Very good. I put 1 can, and that's a 15-ounce can, which is most tomatoes and most vegetables is like a 15-ounce. So I'm going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. You could eat it just like it is now. Like I say, you can cook it in 40 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes, 45. But I want to give it a little bit of more time to get the flavor all in and get it really hot again. And so I'll be back in 10 minutes. Yeah, it's wonderful. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, yay. I hope you guys can see that. I hope you can see it. It's so good. It smells good. Y'all are going to like it. A very good southern soup. It really is. Greens and beans. That's right. Let me see. I'm going to move the camera up a little bit. Okay, y'all. I wanted to make sure y'all could see this up close. Look at that. You got your carrots and beans and taters. Lots of greens. Sausage. Look at that. See now, it is soupy, but it's also got all your vegetables. So it's half and half. You add whatever more liquid you want. At this point, you really want to taste it to see if you want to add more chicken broth or if you want to add more water. Or if you don't want anything. So you may like it just like this. And that will be, you know, your choice, what you want, how you want it to taste. So, but another can of chicken broth would probably be good. Yeah, my camera almost died on me. This is good, y'all. So yeah, at this point, you just need a taste of it. Add you another can of water or another can of chicken broth or nothing. Just eat it. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. It's already been a few more, so I'll give it 5 more minutes. I'm going to put the lid on it. 5 to 8, something like that. And I've got it straight down on medium. And it's getting warmer because I did put that water in it a minute ago. So, yeah. Just let it simmer for a little bit. And I'll be back. This is wonderful. Perfect soup for a chilly day. Or anytime. Yeah. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna bowl me up some. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, y'all, this looks good. This looks good. Wonderful. Very healthy soup. Oh, I meant to tell y'all could actually add another can of white beans to it, too. So if you like the taste of white beans more than you do the greens, it'll work that way. So there's really no limit to what you can do. More water, more white beans, more chicken broth. It's whatever you like. You gotta taste it and figure out what way you want to change it if that's what you want. Oh, that's good. Yum. Yum. I'll get my hubby up some. And this is a 5-quart pan, okay? So like most crock pots or most big pans are 5-quart pan. So I love cooking in this thing. I can get everything in it. Yum. Ouch. It's hot. Very. And that's the way I like my soup. Hot. Oh yeah. Just gonna have that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Our Father in heaven, I thank you for helping me make another good dish. Thank you for being with me and guiding me. Thank you for taking good care of me and my family. Thank you for my viewers. Thank you for the protection that you give all of us. Father, I ask that you help us to make the right choices for our lives. Guard, guide, and protect us, Father. And Father, I ask you to bless this food and help us nourish our bodies. And we thank you for your Son. We thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your love. I thank you for everything you do for us, Father. And Father, we ask a special prayer now for you to take care of everybody during these times of the sickness going around. I pray, Father, that you be with every ear that hears my prayer. Be with them and keep them all safe too. Be with us all, Father. I pray these things. Thank you, Father, for everything. I pray these in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. Now. Alrighty, y'all. Don't that look good? Look at that. 2 pretty dishes. Look at that. It smells good and it is good. And it's a healthy dish. Very healthy dish. And I told you I was going to put some cornbread with it. Cornbread. I made cornbread the other day and it does not last long in this house. So I'm going to make another thing of cornbread for y'all. And I'll be making that probably tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, y'all look for it and then you can make it along with the soup. Yeah. Yum. 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 That looks so good. That looks so good. And it's still very hot. The potato was perfect. I just got a potato and it's tender. Not falling apart, but I mean when you bite it, it falls apart then. Just melts in your mouth. I love potatoes and carrots. Now these carrots, tender, perfect. Not mushy. Nothing's mushy. The white beans, they're perfect. Put them in last. It keeps them nice. Keeps them all together. Hot. Very hot. Yeah, I will like this. Got some crackers or some cornbread. Put in with it. My husband likes to put his inside his bowl and then just kind of break it up and eat it all together. Get all that liquid in with the cornbread. He likes that. Yep. My grandma and grandpa were like that too. They used to do that. We had cornbread a lot. And I still love it a lot. Make it a lot. I'm going to get a piece of this smoked sausage. I love it when it's done like a soup. The meat gets so tender. It's really tender. It's great. Oh, it has a lot of flavor. It just bursts out. Oh, I love the sausage cooked like that. The smoked sausage. Smoked sausage, kielbasa, anatui, some kind of something, other sausage. They all do that when you cook them in anything that has moisture. And then they get so tender. It's just tender. It's a wonderful, tender piece of meat. Yeah, that has so much flavor, those sausage do. And this soup, all these different flavors. I told you, this soup is packed. It's packed with flavor. All the different flavors. You taste each individually and together. It's healthy. It's very good. Very good. It's very hot. Whew. I hope you guys try making this. It doesn't take long. I still have half of that pan. I mean more than half, because it wasn't all the way up. And like I said, you could have added more to it if you wanted to, because it's definitely got very condensed flavors. Still, it's very condensed. It's very flavorful, full of flavor. And there's still plenty left. So, I like leftovers now. That'll have even more flavor tomorrow. Oh yeah. Yes, it will. This is the kind of soup that sticks with you. You know, when your parents used to say, stick to your bones, this stick to your bones. Stick to your ribs. That's what they used to say. Stick to your ribs. You need food that sticks to your ribs. That and cornbread. And extremely good for your body. Because you've got all your vegetables and your greens. It's good. Put you some crackers or cornbread on the side. Or not. It's filling by itself. I hope you guys try this recipe. It didn't take very long. Like I say, y'all can get it done probably in 40 minutes. But 50 or 60, it'll have more flavor. But that's up to you. But either way, it's really going to have a whole lot of flavor. It's going to be great. I hope y'all try it. I really do. I hope you do. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you fixed yours. And I like the comments. I try to get to them. Some of them I haven't got to lately. I will. I'll just spend an evening and look at all of them. Excuse me. But, yeah. I like comments, and I love that. Subscribe to my channel. That always helps. It helped me a whole lot, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys spending the time and watching my videos, especially to the very end. That really means a lot to me. It helps me out, and I hope that I can, give some information out during the video, the entire video, that I can give out several bits of information and little tidbits and secrets and hints and stuff that help you guys out towards whatever you're cooking. On all my videos, I try to do that. It just comes out. But I really do hope that you guys like it. I really do appreciate y'all watching my videos. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. It helps. Thank you. Truly appreciate it. So, as always, bye.